We're going over a test. It was actually a CNA test, one of the first tests during our bridge course. And I'm like, this is easy. As we start going over the answers, I'm starting to get some wrong, starting to feel a little uneasy. I'm like, what the hell is a gate belt? I barely passed this test. Maybe I should maybe I should have taken that CNA class. Welcome to my podcast. I'm not even going to lie. I didn't want a traditional program. Traditional program was 2 years, and on top of that, I had to take a CNA class to get in. I'm a medic. What do I need a class for? Boy, was I wrong. I could have benefited from the traditional program because of the foundation. Oh yeah, it's testable on NCLEX. There's a difference between the foundation of a nurse and the foundation of a paramedic. The foundation of a nurse is holistic versus the foundation of a paramedic is medical. So yeah, some things do overlap. For example, we both know how to take blood pressures, but why do we turn the patient? And what is the proper use of a gait belt? So when you start looking at the foundations, they're a little different. Now, when it comes to the bridges, I'll let you decide which route. Me personally, I went through the bridge because I wanted a shorter route. I can learn the foundations on the way. But I want to explain the difference between the traditional program and the bridges and kind of give you a little bit of pros and cons for you to decide which route you want to go. To me, the bridge is shorter. That's the pros to it. You tend to accelerate your first year in one semester or a few months. I've known some bridge courses to last just over the summer. So they are literally combining one full year over the summer. Then you tend to go into what's called advanced placement to your second year of nursing. My program was a total of 3 semesters. My bridge course was one full semester. Then we went through this, then we was off the summer, then we came through the fall and the spring. Now, the disadvantages is that you're going to miss out on testable NCLEX material. In the traditional, like I said, the first year is foundation. Again, your paramedic knowledge will not help you in nursing school. So since I've been a nurse, now there's other pathways to pre-licensure. Before, the most utilized was either you went through the traditional program or you went through a bridge. But there are some other things to consider now. One is something called an accelerated BSN. In 12 to 16 months, if you already have a bachelor's degree and your mandated sciences required for nursing, you're able to go through and you'll come out with your bachelor's instead of your associate's degree in nursing, which we call it ADN. You can also transfer into your BSN if you have the credits. If you think about it, if you have the credits already, especially the sciences, you can transfer in and then apply to a university and go through the 2 year core requirements for your nursing, which is 2 years. So you can transfer in and you have your bachelor's. That's versus going to a paramedic to RN program and coming out with your associates, what we call an ADN. The same time frame, it's just that now you have a bachelor's instead of an associate's. I've seen some early entry level master's programs. They take 2 to 3 years, and you can literally come out with your master's of science in nursing, what we call an MSN, and take the NCLEX for your RN. Now, it's two ways you can enter these programs. One, you can enter with a bachelor's, or you can even enter with a master's. Yes, they do take bachelor's. And some are accelerated, where you literally can come with a bachelor's degree and graduate in 20 months, accelerated, with your master's in nursing and take the NCLEX for your RN. Yes, they are out there. But there's a couple of things you need to take a look at before you figure out which track you want to go. Three things you have to think about. One is your time, two is your job, and three is your current credits. I think your current credits are probably going to be the the main decision factor. Let me explain. So for me, I had an associate's in EMS. I had so my basic classes consisted of two English classes, a psych class, a humanities, and I had anatomy and physiology one and two. So I needed another psych class, and this was for a bridge that was going to be basically a year and a half long to come out with an associate's. Right now, if I would have transferred to get my bachelor's, like I was saying earlier, there was a lot of classes I didn't have. I would have need a social studies class. I would have need chemistry in organic or inorganic chemistry. I would have needed microbiology. I would have needed biology, algebra, statistics, and two electives. It would have been another year before I could even apply to get into the nursing program at a university, which would be 2 years long. So that would have been 3 years, but I would have came out at it with a bachelor's. Or think about if you have no degree at all and you just want to go from no degree to nursing. It would take you in a community college, it would take you a year to do all your prereq courses. Then you would have to apply to a 2 year program. I always have to laugh when I hear the term associate's degree in nursing because truly it takes you 3 years to get a 2 year degree in nursing because there's a year of gen ed classes you have to take to apply to a 2 year program. That always baffled me when I say an associate's degree in nursing. So for me, a paramedic to RN bridge was a much shorter time frame because it worked for me. It worked for my time. My job, I was only working per diem. That's a whole nother story. And due to the credits I had, it only took 16 months for me to become an RN. So hopefully with the information I shared, you can make a decision for yourself and for your family. All right, guys, I'll see you after the NCLEX. Take care.